Do you know the feeling when you meet someone and you're just mesmerized by them? By the way that they look at life and the way that they move through the world, and they just fill every space that they walk into with so much light and joy and laughter. That is my husband, and I feel so lucky that I get to walk this life with him. This week we were faced with the unfortunate news that his tumor in his brain is growing. For most, that might stop you in your tracks. But for him, he walks with so much knowing that he will be okay. So much so that we walked into that MRI thinking the tumor is definitely shrinking, because a lot of Kyle's symptoms have been improving. He previously had a lot of weakness on his right side. He had a hard time with his balance, and when he would walk, he'd kind of shuffle on his right foot. His seizures have gotten so small and so insignificant in comparison to what they were. They're shorter and fleeting, and he recovers so much more quickly. And so to see that tumor was growing just doesn't make sense, because his body is saying something so vastly different. And it's easy to look at those reports and get swept up in them and fear all of those things, but I can't help but look at him and go, but you're improving. And I can't help but think that also means that is going to lead to every area of his body, including his brain.
My tumor has grown significantly. It's 21 by 21 millimeters. It was 9 by 8 millimeters. And I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't really care, because I've been going through this for almost 20 years, and this is a bump. It's just a bump. I don't really care. It'll shrink again. I know that for a fact. When I was first diagnosed, I got 3 to 6 months to live. And I said, haha, no way. It's just another bump. It's just another bump. I just think that I've gotten bumps like this before. I'm going to limp through this. Yes, the tumor's going to shrink.
I think it has so much to do with that hope and that optimism that he walks through life with. He knows he will be okay. He knows that this is just a bump, and it will lead him to the thing that will help him heal. We don't know what that thing is, and it'll be a journey to land there, but we will find it. And I just am amazed by him and his capacity to move through life and his joy. And I feel so grateful that some of that has faded into me, even though that hasn't always been my default in how I move through the world. But all I have to do is look at him. Look at him and how he is improving in so many ways, and how his thoughts are unwavering. His knowing is unwavering. And that is the North Star. That he as a person is not a statistic. He is not defined by what studies show. He knows best. He is the guide, and we all are on our paths. But we so easily forget that, especially when we're faced with something so challenging like cancer and so scary. But he knows. He holds that power, and he holds that North Star to what is right for him. And it will guide us to where we're meant to be, where he's meant to be, because he knows. And he can heal, and he will heal, because he feels that deep in his bones. I'm so grateful for him and our love, and that I get to see him improving in so many ways in a time when it feels like that shouldn't be the case. And it will only continue to improve. And I will only continue to be blown away by how truly amazing he is as a human, and how lucky that I am to be his wife.
I'm going to live until 99.